Greetings, friends. Welcome back to the broadcast. Today we are looking to start our week with some wisdom, some encouragement from the Psalms and from the Proverbs. As far as Psalms today, we're going to be looking at 132, 133, and 134, which will wrap up our Song of Degrees. They're all fairly short. I'm not going to give any commentary on the Psalms today. I'm just going to read them to you, and hopefully they'll resonate with you and encourage you this morning. Then we're going to look at Proverbs chapter 7, and if time allows, which I suspect that it will, we'll look at Wisdom of Sirach chapter 2, which has an interesting kind of like subtitle, which is, when you come to serve the Lord, be prepared to endure trials. So that is what is on the agenda for this morning. I pray that you'll be blessed, and that this will go forth and pierce hearts and strengthen you, and hopefully you'll find something through the readings today. All right, let's do the Psalms. Psalm 132, 133, 134. Remember, these are Song of Degrees, Song of Ascent, likely songs that were sung during those pilgrimages when the Israelites would have to journey to Jerusalem for the feast days. Let's begin. Lord, remember David and all of his afflictions, how he sware unto the Lord and vowed unto the mighty God of Jacob. Surely I will not come into your tabernacle of my house, nor go up to my bed. I will not give sleep to mine eyes, or slumber to my eyelids, until I find out a place for the Lord, a habitation for the mighty God of Jacob. Lo, we heard of it in Ephrath. We found it in the fields of the wood. We will go into his tabernacle. We will worship at his footstool. Arise, O Lord, into thy rest, thou and the ark of thy strength. Let thy priests be clothed with righteousness, and let thy saints shout for joy. For thy servant David's sake, turn not away the face of thine anointed. The Lord hath sworn in truth unto David, he will not turn from it. Of the fruit of thy body will I set upon thy throne. If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony that I shall teach them, their children shall also sit upon thy throne forevermore. For the Lord hath chosen Zion, he hath desired it for his habitation. This is my rest forever, here will I dwell, for I have desired it. I will abundantly bless her provisions. I will satisfy her poor with bread. I will also clothe her priest with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy. There will I make the horn of David to bud. I have ordained a lamp for mine anointed. His enemies will I clothe with shame, but upon himself shall his crown flourish. Psalm 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for the brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments. As the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion, there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. Behold, bless ye the Lord, all ye servants of the Lord, which by night stand in the house of the Lord. Lift up your hands in the sanctuary, and bless the Lord. The Lord that made heaven and earth, bless thee out of Zion. And that is our Psalms for this morning. Like I said, no commentary from me on those today. Let's dig into Proverbs chapter 7, see if we can get some wisdom here. Remember, this is wisdom from Solomon, written to his sons. Open up your hearts. Let's see what it has to say to us this morning. Chapter 7. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the people of thine eye. Blind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and behold, among the simple ones I discerned among the youths a young man's void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner. And he went the way to her house, in the twilight of the evening, in the black of the dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot, and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Now she is without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day I have paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not home, and he is gone on a journey. He hath taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at a day appointed. With her much fair speech she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips she forced him. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hastens to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. For she has cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down the chambers of death. So please note, Proverbs chapter 7 might be one of the most important chapters for a young man to just sear into his heart. Solomon, he is aware more than anyone of the dangers of getting involved in some affair with a strange woman. Notice he starts this proverb by pleading for obedience to his commandments, right? It's in the same way God is speaking to us in that manner. Obey the commandments and live, right? Keep my commandments and live, verse 2 says, and my law is the apple of thine eye. Like, make it the priority of your life, the most important thing in your life, obedience to God. And then he gives this long warning of how things will go down. You look out your window, you see a beautiful woman. Well, he says, I'm looking out my window, and I watch these young men passing through the streets, going near to the corner where the strange woman is. She's dressed provocatively. By the way, it's hard to find a woman. You just go to any local grocery store, or just go anywhere. Just go anywhere. Good luck not seeing women dressed provocatively. He says, and then she'll flatter him and, be like, come, let's enjoy ourselves. My man is gone, and he won't be back till such and such appointed time. And my bed is perfumed. Like, there's all this seduction that's happening. My bed is decked with the coverings and tapestries. My bed is perfumed with myrrhs and aloes and cinnamon. the good man, right? He's gone. He's on a long journey. Solomon is warning about all these seduction tactics that you could easily fall to ignorantly. You'll be so caught off guard that you won't be thinking straight. Like you'll fall for all these tricks. Now notice what's really happening. The young man thinks he's going for a night of enjoyment, a night he'll never forget, right? Here's what's really happening to him. Let's remember this. Verse 22, he goeth after her straight away, as an ox goes to the slaughter, as a fool to the correction of stocks, till a dart strike through his liver. It's like a bird who goes towards a snare quickly, not knowing that it's for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O you children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths, for she has cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. And of course, it doesn't always have to be, the man being seduced or whatever. Obviously, this is Solomon giving warning to his sons. And, I think about David. Bathsheba, he sees Bathsheba and he lusts for her and brings her into his bed, even though she's married to another woman, gets her pregnant. And what happened to him as a result? The sword never left his house. Great curses fell upon David, and terrible things happened to him as a result of that sin. It's a snare. That's why the Proverbs say, stick with the woman of your youth. Don't go after the strange woman. And certainly don't go after another man's woman. Trouble, the pits of hell await you. A deep ditch is where you're about to go. All right. Let's look at wisdom of Sirach. In some Bibles, it'll say wisdom of Ben Sirach. Chapter 2. Let's begin. My child, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself to endure trials. Be sincere of heart and steadfast, and do not be alarmed when confronted with adversity. Please note, man, I harp on this all the time because I feel like kind of in a lot of modern trendy churches that this is not the message. Even though Jesus clearly says in this life you'll have trouble. If they hated me, they'll hate you. If they persecuted me, they'll persecute you. There's a cost to following Christ, right? We talk about this stuff all the time. I love how this chapter of wisdom here begins. Let's read it again. My child, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare to be healthy, wealthy, and rich? No, that's not what he says. Prepare to live your best life now? No. My child, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself to endure trials. Be sincere of heart and steadfast, and do not be alarmed when confronted with adversity. Cling to him, and do not forsake him, so that your final days will be blessed. Accept whatever befalls you, and be patient whenever you suffer humiliation. For gold is tested in the fire, and worthy men in the furnace of humiliation. In sickness and poverty, place your trust in him. Trust him, and he will help you. Follow a straight path and hope in him. You who fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Do not stray, for otherwise you will fall. You who fear the Lord, trust in him, and you will not forfeit your reward. You who fear the Lord, hope for good things, for everlasting joy and mercy, for his reward is an everlasting gift of joy. Recall the former generations and reflect. Has anyone who trusted in the Lord ever been disappointed? Has anyone who preserved in the fear of the Lord ever been forsaken? Or has anyone who called upon him been ignored? For the Lord is compassionate and merciful. He forgives sins and saves in time of distress. Woe to faint hearts and unwilling hands, and to the sinner who treads a double path. Woe to those with timid hearts who have no faith, and who therefore will be unprotected. Woe to you who have forsaken patience. What will you do at the coming of the Lord? Those who fear the Lord do not disobey his words, and those who love him keep his ways. Those who fear the Lord seek to please him, and those who love him are steeped in his law. Those who fear the Lord keep their heart prepared and humble themselves before him. Let us fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men, for equal is his majesty, is the mercy that he exhibits, and his works are in keeping with his name. And that is the end of our wisdom and encouragement for this morning. I really liked that little nugget of wisdom here from Sirach. It's, he starts with just saying, look, don't be surprised when these things come, right? The apostles teach us this as well. Accept whatever befalls you, he says. Be patient whenever you suffer humiliation. And he says, look back at the former generations. Has anyone who's ever trusted in the Lord been disappointed or forsaken or ignored? But woe to those who have timid hearts of no faith. Woe to those who have forsaken patience. Patience is, so important but so difficult. But whether you endure that patience correctly will determine kind of how the outcome shakes out, right? Those who have no patience, who are forsaken it, woe to them, it says. But those who fear the Lord, who don't disobey his words, who love to keep his ways, who fear him and seek to please him, those are the ones who receive great blessing. I pray that you've enjoyed this morning's study. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Those of you who pray for me, I can't tell you how much I need it. Thank you for just taking a few minutes from time to time to remember me in prayer. And those of you who support the mission of truth, I'm so blessed by you. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing that and making this possible so that so the Word of God can just go out around the world and strengthen and encourage others. Peace and grace be with all of you. And until next time, God bless.